In this second tutorial video, I will show you how to work in frames, graph function curves, and some other features. First of all, let us change the level of use of the software with this menu item, Option, Preferences, Level, Advanced without complex number calculation. Okay. Now we can create a figure with a frame with this tool. You can choose different frames. For instance, orthonormal. You can capture this point and change the unity. Another one, orthogonal frame. Now you can change the unity on each axis. Oblique, with dots, without scaling of axis. Let's work now in an orthonormal frame with dots and frame with vectors. You can create in a figure as many frames as you want. For instance, with this tool, I create 3 points. And with this tool, I can create another frame, A for origin, B, C. And I can work in this new frame. For instance, let's create a point, 3 point with integer coordinates. In this new frame, I can capture this point, but its coordinates remain integer in the new frame. Let's make a new figure. Now I will show you can change the unity on each axis. With this menu item, Modify, Frame, I can change the grid. I can also change the unity on each axis, for instance 2 on each axis. I can also change the color of the grid and the line style of the grid. Let's create a new one. Now, in a frame, you can create a point through its coordinates. For instance, I want a point with coordinates 2 and 3. I can, with this tool, modify the coordinates. I can, for instance, add other points. And also, I can add segments and LaTeX display, link it to these points. This one also. I can move the LaTeX display. With this tool, I can measure the x-coordinate of M. With this tool, the y-coordinate of M. Let's create a new 3-point, M. With this tool, I can measure the x-coordinate of M in the frame. With this one, the y-coordinate. For instance, I want to display these coordinates on the figure. With this tool, value display, I can display the value of the x-coordinates with, for instance, 3 digits. With this starting string, with a dollar, to get LaTeX display. Same for y. Now I can move point M. You can also draw a line through its equation. For instance, if I want to change the line style and the color of the line, I click on the style, on the line style, on the color, and then on this tool, then on the line. I may also change the equation with this tool, keyboard shortcut F7. I click on the line, or now let us cancel the last actions on the figure. I now want to draw a function curve. In blue, let's create the function with this icon. Name of the function f, formal variable x, formula, but I've got a problem. The angle unity of the figure is not the good one. In this menu, options, current figure, I can change the angle unity. Now it's good. Let's add a new function curve in red. I check this checkbox if I want the curve to be drawn. Now I would like to know the coordinates of this intersection point. So I create with this menu item, calculation, neural calculation, approximated root of equation. Name of the solution, for instance, S. Name of the unknown to solve X. Equation to solve, F applied to X equals G applied to X. A value, let's say 1, 2, uncertainty. Okay, now let's create a point through its coordinates. S0. So we've got a problem. Let's click on this tool, F6. I can modify S. Now S exists. Now I want to create a point with coordinates S0. Okay. Now a point with coordinates S, F applied to S. and I can draw a segment with this line style. If I want to know the maximum of a function, I can use this menu item, calculation, Uriel calculation, maximum of a function, maximum of xmax name, a value, let's say 0, true, uncertainty. Okay, now I can create a point with coordinates. Here is my point. Another one. And a dotted segment. Now I would like to link a point to this curve. With this tool, linked point, I click on the curve. Let's name it M. Then I can measure the x-coordinate of M in the frame. I can use this tool, function curve tangent. I choose first the function in frame, this frame, point of abscissa, this x-coordinate, name of the slope, this one for instance. Okay. Another way to create a tangent, so I will delete this one, is to create with this menu a new derivative function f prime of f. Now I can use this tool, line through point and slope. Then I click on M, and the slope will be f prime applied to this x-coordinate. If I want to change the formula of a function, I can create with this tool a formula editor, for instance here, a formula editor for f, starting string, for instance, f applied to x equals, with dollars to get LaTeX display. I can choose these options, background erase. I can move it on the figure. Then I can, on the figure, choose another formula. Now let's create a new variable. With this menu item, new variable, name of the variable, for instance, k, mini value 1, maxi value 4, step value 0.1, current value, let's say 2, and I check this checkbox. You press F5 key to get the protocol of the figure, and you can see that the k variable is on the beginning of the list. So I can modify this formula using k, and then by clicking on these buttons I can modify the k value. End of this video. Thank you for watching.